This video is going to be about different systems in Call of Dragons and how hard is to achieve them. And by achieve them, for example, the VIP system to get the SVIP, the example system, or in general the artifact system, the tier 5 systems, basically all the system players are knowing in Call of Dragons and how hard are they to be achieved. I'm going to start with the most easy one to be achieved, and obviously we're going to end up with the most hard one. So first very easy to be achieved system is actually the hero system. The heroes, you have so many opportunity to grab some tokens. Obviously to level up one hero, you're going to need, like, if I remember right, like 790 tokens to fully awake a hero. But still, you have so many places where you can get some extra tokens. You have, for example, from the VIP shop, you can get, for example, 2 tokens. There is many events presented also in the game. I don't know when this video come online, what kind of events we're going to have, but at the end of the day, even if you get the daily deals, you're going to level up one hero or awake one hero very fast. And if you're, for example, in season 1, to awake Lilia, this is maybe the most easiest hero to be awakened, because it's just depending on the money. It's like, I think, 200 bucks or something like this, but still, the hero system is the most easy one. You get tokens from events, you get tokens from Roots of War, you get tokens from a lot of events, basically a lot of events. From the VIP, you can also buy some tokens from the VIP shop. Yeah, this is basically where you can buy some tokens. It's like 20 tokens per week, it's 1k, but still, I don't suggest going with these tokens. For me personally, it's way too expensive. But yeah, the hero system is on the bottom as a system that how hard is to be achieved, how hard is to awake one hero, how much time you're going to need to achieve that. The next one is going to be the Exemplar. Now, it may sound funny, but if you're spending something in the game, this may be one of the systems that you're going to achieve very fast. If you're free-to-play player, you're not going to achieve this system very fast. Now, from point of free-to-play players, it's something like a WoW spender rank list right here, because some of the things is really requesting a small investment to actually get pretty decent results. So for me personally, the next thing is the Exemplar. You're basically needing just 200 draws to, you know, open the Exemplar. I didn't actually focus back in the days in the Exemplar, but later I opened the Exemplar from 1.2k in like 4 or 5 months. I managed, actually maybe 3-4 months to be fair, I managed to open the Exemplar. So I get the rest of the keys right there. And yeah, from here you can just get some forge keys, and it's needed only 2k to be 2k draws to achieve and open the Exemplar. It's absolutely the same with the artifacts. It's way more easy to actually get the artifacts, in my personal opinion. At least to get the artifact at level 1, you get 90 draws to hit a legendary artifact in the Forge of Light, and if you get one more time 90 to hit the second legendary. This is the most worst luck you can get in Call of Dragons. This is like, you're the most unlucky person in this planet. And the third one is going to be 90 again, so 270 keys you're going to need, and you're going to get any artifact you're wishing for. And since, you know, you can go at best with 5 legions outside to fight, you're going to need like 5 artifacts. Of course, you can just run 1 legion, 2 legions, it didn't actually matter that much. But yeah, artifacts, from my personal opinion, an Exemplar is one idea more hard to be achieved from just upgrading heroes. Now, jumping over, the next one is going to be the pets. Now, pets is also very free to play friendly, to be fair. The thing is, with the regenerating lately I'm extremely unlucky with these pets. But yeah, the main spell of the pet, basically the rage skill, is maybe at season, or maybe 2 seasons, between 1 and 2 seasons, you can make one spell 3-star. It's not that hard. Obviously you're going to need some coins to make the extract of the spells. For example, if you want to go and level up to 2-star so you can extract the 1-star pet skill, you're going to need to spend some pet coins. So this is from point of getting just the talent skills. You know, I'm currently collecting just 1-star skills, and I level up to 3 stars by 1 star, you know. But those talent skills is easy to be achieved. The rest of the skills strongly depend what kind of skills is going to be. Pet skill card in Call of Dragons is, some of them are extremely extremely expensive. What I mean by that is this one costs a lot of pet coins. This one also. Let me go here. For example, this one you have to buy it with the seasonal reward you're receiving. These shards, Yadrasa shards, something like this. So you know, it's still like little investment right there. This one, again, this one is expensive. This one is expensive. There is some expensive spells. Right now I'm working over my Venom Lizard. This thing is so expensive. Intense infection. I'm not gonna lie. If I want to skill up this one, it's a 5.7k. That's crazy amount. And this is for 1 star. This 1 star. If I want to go for 3 stars, it's going to be just so much. Angry Roar is also an expensive spell. These 2 spells I just managed to get. I catch the pet, legendary pet, and it was with these 2 3-star skills inside. And I decide like, okay, I'm going to use this pet with these 2 3-star spells till I slowly build the pet and etc. So yeah, I'm actually having this these 2 3-star spells. But yeah, again, it's slow. The other thing is you don't have any kind of support from point of pet coins. That's why I'm actually put it on this place, because the only place you can get some pet coins is actually going outside, catch a pet and release the pet, go and sell the card. You know, maybe when you make some draws, you may get lucky and get some pet skill that you can basically sell. For example, this is just an example. Why I cannot sell this pet skills? But yeah, you basically have to catch pet, get lucky with the draws, sell these pet skills to get pet coins. So it's very huge scarcity over the pet coins. Now if you want to just go and buy pet skills, is, you know, different story. But yeah, for me the pet system is before the artifacts and heroes, because for artifacts the most easy example is you're going to have like 5 forged artifact keys per week, but you're not going to have any kind of pet coins per week. And there is so many events you can get artifact keys. You can exchange gems for artifact keys. You cannot exchange gems for pet coins, and that's why I think the pet system is one idea more hard from artifact and hero system. Now let's jump over the next one, which for me personally is like 50-50, because I still don't know in which direction the Call of Dragons is going to go. And I'm talking about the tier 5 and the good decorations. I want to point out the good decorations. I'm not talking about this one that you can basically get it. Where is this thing? Yeah, this one. I mean, I'm not actually talking about this decoration, these 3 decorations, or the epic decorations. None of these things. I'm talking about the good decoration that you can get this 0.5%. This is for me the good decoration. Now, there is an event, for example, Lotus Water. I managed to get and upgrade this thing to level 5, but if I want to go to level 6, I need 60 tokens. How I get 100? Anyway, I need to get 60. I need to get 60 to go for level 5 to level 6. This is very slow process. And on top of that, the only place you get so far, that's why I actually put tier 5 and the decoration on one place, because right now the only place we actually know you can get this decoration, you know, blueprints to level up your this rare decorations, not this one, I want to point out again, but if you want to get some blueprints, is actually going in the shop. Right now this is the only way we can get it, and this is the decorations we're having in the marriage shop. So every week you're going to get 10 decorations, which is going to be a single decoration that you can use, or single decoration basically. So you can go with one each week. For example, with this one, you can go with one each week. So to make this golden dragon from level 1 to level 2, you're going to need 10 weeks. So I'm expecting to see how the Cow Dragons is going to proceed in this direction, what kind of new events we're going to have, so we can go and get the rare decorations. Because yeah, honestly, yeah, they actually give us some crazy amount of these bundles with this 0.2% legendary decoration, which they actually jumped to 1.2%. But yeah, it's something like that's why I actually use them. But the moment I get opportunity to level up my golden dragon, for example, or spooky story, or Octopodium, I'm immediately going to replace this one. Also, I'm not gathering this decoration. So for the rare decorations, is going to be very hard. So I put them with the tier 5 at this place, because tier 5, let's talk about the tier 5. Tier 5, because I get a question lately about the tier 5. And here is the thing with the tier 5. You have to understand that tier 5 is going to request all the researches, all the buildings. Okay, not all of the buildings, some of the buildings you're not going to need. For example, you may need level 25 mint one time, but this one can be level 1, for example, you know? It's not requested for these buildings, if I remember right. Yeah, I remember right, but I'm not quite sure if this was the only buildings that was not needing to be fully leveled up. But all of the other buildings, and maybe for the hospitals, yeah, I think maybe for the hospitals also, you can have one level 25 and you don't care about. These duplicated buildings, you may not need all of them. But rest of the buildings, like Alliance Center, all the training camps, Rally Bacon, Watchtower, and all these things is going to be maxed. And the thing is, to max your College of Order, you're going to basically need Rally Drums, Rally Bacon, and Watchtower fully leveled up. And Watchtower and the Rally Bacon is requesting Theatre and Arrows. This is a huge bottleneck. Now, on the question why I actually need these two buildings, is because these two buildings are needed so you can have the College of Order level 25. And the thing with College of Order, if you start opening tier 5 at level 7 at the Assault Strategies, this is by my memory if I remember right, at level 7 to go to level 8, you're going to need from the Economy Tower tree this one level 10. these supply chains. And this one, to continue from level 7 and above, you're going to need courage of order level 25. So you're basically blocked at this step here if you don't have the courage of order. Okay? So, and in order to have the courage of order, you're going to need all of the buildings. So in order to continue with the military, basically from level 7 to go to level 8, 9, 10, you're going to need all of the economy buffs. To continue from here, you're going to need all of these buffs right here. I think you may not know. I think you basically need everything here. And this is how you open the tier 5. It's very, very, very slow process, but with the time, the game provides us with many approaches like kingdom buffs, titles, all these things that non-stop mana stones. Right now we're not having any kind of fights, but in same time I can find some mana stone that can be. Is there some mana stone, by the way? Okay, it's not mana stone, but you have mana stone level 5 always, basically always. You just go and always you have mana stone level 5, which is reducing the time you get the, because back in the days when we start playing Call of Dragons, to have mana stone level 5 you have to wait the last week at the end of the KVK, and one KVK was like, I think 2 months, something like this, or 1 month, I don't remember, but still you have to wait decent time just to have good mana stones. And finally, this is going to be SVIP. I have no idea where I'm going to open the SVIP. I have Exemplar, I have some good pets, I have Awakened Heroes, I have some good decorations. Decorations was basically presented, you know, it was presented before, I don't know, maybe 1 month, something like this. So people are start building these decorations, but if it was presented from season 1, right now I'm like 100% sure that for 3 years we're going to have some decent decorations. That's why for now the decorations are looking something that is extremely hard to be achieved, but in the reality SVIP is the one that is extremely hard to be achieved. The reason behind is you just have to spend so much money to actually achieve the SVIP. Maybe you can go in a good alliance, and when you open some chests you can get some VIP points. Do I have some VIP points here? Oh my god, yeah, it's like 10 honor points and etc. It's just so slow, and my progression, and I want to point out something, that back in the days I even spent gems, like 200k gems to hit VIP 15. So this is something that I have no idea where I'm going to achieve that. Maybe it's going to cost me 1 year if I decide to spend some gems, or maybe a year and a half if I don't spend gems. But yeah, it's something that's extremely hard to be achieved. The game makes some changes. It boosts the today honor points from 200 to 400, but still this is like 1 million. And this is not VIP 15. I already level up a lot over the VIP 15. It's just like, I think 1.5 million or 2 million was from VIP 15 to VIP 16. It's just, I don't know where this thing is going to be done. I really don't know. and the thing is, there is no bundles over getting VIP points. The moment you go and buy something, for example City of Hope, you're going to get some honor points within this bundle, like 525 here, which, you know, it is VIP points, but this is for buildings. We're not having anything for the VIPs. Now from time to time you may get lucky, don't get me wrong, and from the alliance chest you may get 2 with 1000 honor points there, but this is so rare. This is so rare. Okay, here I have like 2 500, but this is extremely rare, and this is coming the majority of the cases from the gold chest. and not every day I'm receiving gold chests. So just wanted to point out that for me the most hard system is the SVIP. SVIP is going to open you a second store that you can buy some stuff there. I don't have this store opened, but you're going to receive 10 24-hour training speed ups every week, which is giving you a crazy advantage if you want to compete for some city skin. It's just because if I get, like, I'm V15, if I get 20 24-hour speed ups for training, you're going to get 30. You have like 50% more training speed ups from me, and this compile with the time. And at one point there is no chance I actually catch you. And yeah, this is, and there is some other stuff you can buy with VIP, but it's more like some decorations over the army, some burning effects, how you teleport, the animation there. It's more like this, but still it's also giving you some extra boost. I forgot about that, sorry about that. It's like you're getting more attack. As you can see here, I get Legion attack 5%. Here is like 10%. Production speed, elixir production speed. Here I have 10%. Here is 15%. All this new is actually a boost over what you're having, and you get Legion capacity extra 5%. Very, very solid. Max CP points 200. We don't care about this, but yeah, resource healing minus 5%, and this SVIP store. And I think on top of that, you actually get one warrant per day. That means you even get more pet skills, because one warrant per day is going to give you one extra hunt for the pets, which can reflect in making the pet 3-star, the talent skill of the pet more faster and stuff like this. It's just crazy, because here you get some resources. Here you also get regenerational potions and warrants, and you get one more forge universal artifact key, which, you know, it's not something that people look over, but when you open the example, to be able to make an example wish, you're going to need artifacts. So having one more key per day for doing a draws for legendary artifacts is just stockpile example wishes at the end of the day. So yeah, this is the most hard one to be achieved, the SVIP, in my opinion. So you just guys have to be prepared to know how the things are in point of the systems in the Call of Dragons. So yeah guys, this will be for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. If you want to support my work, become a member of this channel. And yeah, wish you a great day, and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.